Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing kind of a rant. I'd like to call it a book rant. And this is kind of about, I've been reading a lot of books recently, and they're just too long. There is no reason for some of these books to be this long. And I'm going to give you some examples. Here, first book is, let me see if I can turn around here, is Captive Queen, a novel about Eleanor of Aquitaine. I'm still reading this book, and this is on audio. This is a CD. There are 16 CDs in here, and I'm on the last disc, so I should be getting that review out shortly. But anyway, okay, this thing has 60-something chapters. I'm not kidding. And this is about one person, Eleanor of Aquitaine. And I looked at the print copy. I don't have the print copy with me. So I looked at it on Amazon to see how much it was. Not how much it was, how many pages it was. This novel in print form is pretty much, if you don't count some of the extra tidbits, it's probably 500 pages of one person's life. And it's not even her whole life. You're telling me you couldn't think to shorten that down? You could. You could. And I'm not saying dumb it down. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you could shorten it. There's a difference between dumbing things down, which I don't like, and shortening it. There's a big difference. And another one I'm reading, and I don't know when I'm gonna finish this dang thing. This is, I showed you in a couple last book review. It's about the Empress Elizabeth of Austria. I am less than 200 pages in. Like, maybe, I think I'm at 140 something pages in. I'm not too far, if you can see. Let's see. I'm not too, here, I'm right here, I'm not too far in, if you can tell. We're still pretty much at the introduction. Are you kidding me? Why do people feel they need to write 500-page novels or books in that instance? Why? You don't. It can be shortened. And again, I'm not saying dumb down. And again, this book is about one person. You can make this shorter. And now I'm gonna tell you when it is okay to have longer books. If it is a novel or a biography about more than one person, more than one story going on at the same time, interconnecting, I'm okay with that. That's fine. You have several different stories going on. That is perfectly fine. Like this book, Prussian Princesses. This could have been a little bit longer. I believe it's about 4 people, if I can remember correctly. This could have been a little bit longer. If he can, but it was still a very good book. If John von der Kist can write a book, like pretty much roughly 200 pages, probably even shorter than that, focusing on 4 people, then a novel focused on one person should not be this thick. It should not. And I've also read other biographies and other novels where 4 people are mentioned, I guess. 4 people are, it's 4 different people. That's perfectly fine with me. You have different, so if it's 400 pages long, you have 100 pages roughly per character that you're focusing on. That is perfectly fine. That is understandable. But why do people need to write this big of a book? There's no need to. There's no need. I don't understand it. You can shorten it. And it just frustrates me because usually the books that I've read that I have a problem with this is because they're about one person. That's it. They can be shortened. They really can. Now, one book that I was kind of in the middle about was this book. This is The Last Empress by Greg King. And this was, oh gosh, it's falling out of the sleeve here. This was roughly about 300 something pages. And some of the pages might be family trees and things like that. So, and this even was a little bit long, but it was doable. It wasn't 500 pages. But I don't understand these people that write 500 pages for one book. I mean, for one character. You do not need to write that much. I don't understand it. And I guess I've been bombarded with this for a few times that it's just getting frustrating. You can shorten it without dumbing it down. And that's all I wanted to say. It's kind of a weird video, but I just was getting so frustrated reading 500-page novels. It's ridiculous. So that's all I wanted to say. Bye, guys.